Hello, hello. Ah, there you go. Hey. All right. So sound is good, and the levels. Hello, hello. I think the levels look good. Oh my God, are we doing this? Is it happening? Oh boy, it's been so long. All right. I don't even know where to start. Um, I guess, hello? Well, welcome. How did we used to do this? We were like, three, two, one. Hello and welcome, welcome, welcome. This is Parametric Camp. My name is Jose Luis. We do computational design, live streams, tutorials. I see a lot of people in the chat. Oh my God. Okay, all right, all right. Oof, I'm so rusty. It's like I haven't done this for months and I totally lost the rhythm. All right. Oof, oof. Okay. Can you believe I'm actually a little nervous? Like, as in, I don't know what to do with myself right now. And the chat is overwhelming right now. But anyway, so, well, welcome everyone. If you are new to the channel, my name is Jose Luis. This is Parametric Camp. We do live streams. At least we used to. Although I took a kind of a break, but hopefully we're gonna come back to that very soon. Anyway, we do computational design live streams. So basically, we gather roughly every week. Again, at least we used to, roughly every Friday morning here in Boston, which is where I live. And we just gather a bunch of smart, nice, wonderful people in the community. We do live streams. I record some tutorials live and then we edit them and then we publish them. And some of those are independent videos. Some of those belong to larger playlists. Think of them as courses or lists of tutorials, and that's what we like doing. And we also like to hang out. And I also like to do this live so that I can get feedback and comments and feel that I'm doing this for actual human beings in the real world, not just me and my three screens right now. So that's if you're new. So if you're welcome, if you like what we do, you're welcome to subscribe. Maybe you want to turn on notifications. We have a Discord server in the description of this video where you can join and where we post announcements and where we chat over the week. There's also a Google Calendar. If you want to subscribe to the calendar to see when do we go live, we also announce that on social media. You can follow us over there. We're particularly active on Instagram. I guess I should change the Twitter logo over there because we haven't streamed for so long that Twitter was still Twitter back in the times. And I want to say, I want to greet people. Lascar, I don't know if we've met before. Nice to meet you. And Victor, long time no see. What are you up to? We need to catch up, okay? Nicholas, also long time no see. Can you believe I was in the French part of the Alps this Christmas? I know you are more on the Südtirol kind of area, northern Italy, but yeah, I had a great time. Are you in You were in the Netherlands, or you're working remotely for a Netherlands company? I don't know. Matthias, Marine, Paras, nice to meet you. Albert, very good to see you. Long time as well. And of course, Aras too. How are you doing? I think I want to congratulate publicly Arasto. He has really good news. If he wants to share them on the chat, you're more than welcome. Otherwise, big congratulations and lots of love and lots of energy. We're going to do today a little bit of work related to some of the work that Arastu has done. So we'll get to that in a second. And Timothy and Luis Lopez and Jay, how are you doing, Jay? Long time no see as well. Very good to see all of you folks. So what do we got going? Well, first of all, As you probably know, last year was a complicated year. I had a lot of things going on, and at some point around May, I was feeling very overwhelmed. So I decided to take a little bit of a break and put a pin on things in my life and focus on myself, my family, my loved ones, and try to get things back on track. Okay? So I took a break from live streaming and from recording videos. I would like to report that that break was actually very healthy and it helped me deal with the situations that I was dealing in my life, and that those situations are slowly but steadily improving to a point where I thought today, why not? Let's just give it another chance at going back to live streaming. I'm not gonna promise that we're gonna be live streaming recurrently forever, but I'm going to try to get back on track. Okay, and if I can manage, then we will keep doing this, and if not, we will also take it slow, take it easy. It's it's great. Okay, whatever we have to. I don't know if you've heard this, but like life sometimes gives you challenges, and you have to take them. And it's okay to take breaks. It's okay to acknowledge that you can't deal with everything that is happening to you, and it's okay to take things at your own pace. And that's what makes us mentally sane and healthy and keeps our heads on top of our shoulders, which we all like. Okay. All right, and that said, I'm actually kind of excited about getting back on the jam of live streaming every Friday as much as possible. I have a few ideas and a few plans about what I would like to do. I do maybe, I don't want to say this very out loud, but maybe I have a little more time in my hands this this semester, so these 4 months, especially in January. So so maybe we can at least like do a little bit of live streaming at least for a month or two, and then we'll see where that goes. Okay, I don't want to make promises. I'm not making New Year resolutions this time. I'm making New Year resolutions. I think New Year resolutions are very healthy, and my friend Nono will probably agree with that. It's something that helps you take a step back and think about what is important in your life and what do you want to achieve. Whether if you succeed in achieving those things or not, that's the least important part of it. I think New Year resolutions are a very important and very healthy exercise of mindfulness and introspection into what do you want and what do you value and what are your goals. All right. So I actually like making my New Year resolutions, and every year there are some New Year resolutions regarding parametric camp. How many live streams do I want to do? If I want to finish a playlist, etc., etc. So anyway, we'll see about that. But I think I have not made my New Year resolutions yet, which is kind of late because what is it? It says the 7th already. It's the 5th, so I need to get that in. And but yes, I would maybe the New Year resolution this year is like to get back into live streaming. It is important, that's also I've learned, it is important to make your New Year resolutions measurable. So to have a clear metric of success. So say I'm going to live stream 10 times, or I'm going to live stream at least once a month, or I'm going to something that you can clearly evaluate at the end of the next year. Did I succeed or did I not succeed? Something as loose as I want to get back into parametric camp live streaming. How do you measure if you actually did that or not? It's too qualitative. It doesn't help me, at least, my personal opinion. So what are we doing today? I actually, just like with running, when I start running after a long period of not running, I really like to take things easy because otherwise I get overwhelmed and also I get injuries. So I don't know what an injury from live streaming looks like, but I would like to take it easy and use this live stream today as a way to reconnect with the community and maybe to do some planning or some thinking about how can we get the wheel running again. Okay. So if you are up for it, what I would like to do today is I have a couple minor things that I want to do, but I would like for all of us to write together a small list of things that we could do this year, things that we could focus on. So that could be something interesting to do. And I don't know if we will get into recording any videos. So if you were following the channel by May of last year, which is when I believe we did the last live stream. Hey, Lernick. Hey, good to see you. How are you doing? It's good to see you here. If you were following the channel around May of last year, which is when we last live streamed, you probably remember that we were in the process of working on this collective project called Brain, which was a Grasshopper plugin for AI. We probably want to think, I need to think if I want to continue that project right away in the channel, or if we may put a pause on it and jump onto other items, because I actually have a couple things that are urgent, quote unquote, because they relate to a class that I'm teaching right now at the Graduate School of Design here at Harvard. And I may want to create some material to support my students in that class. So this class, actually, why not? Let me show you about it. Let me show you. So I forgot. How did I do this? Can you believe also that I bought a Stream Deck a year ago and I still have not used it? So I have where is this? Yeah, I don't even know what. Can you believe I have a Stream Deck, like the big X? It's dusty. Can you believe it? Of how much I have not configured it and used it? So, New Year resolution to get the Stream Deck working with the live stream game. So that would be very nice. So I think the way we switched was here. There you go. So let me show you. All right. So, and then this is probably going to be 2024. All right. Yes. So I don't know if I ever told you, but for those of you who might be new to the channel, I am a lecturer at the design school at Harvard, and I teach courses on computational design and technology. And for the past 2 years, I've been teaching a sequence of 3 courses, which I find super interesting. I know, Victor, it's a lot of dust. I really have not used it at all. So, and I teach 3 courses that form a sequence, so you can take them back to back. And if you do, you get an informal minor in computational design. It's not part of your degree or anything. It's just that I give you personally the recognition that you took those 3 classes and that you're probably doing a good job at becoming a computational designer, right? So the first class is Introduction to Computational Design, which many of you already know. I used to have my lectures online, and it's a very popular class here at the GSD. I have a lot of cross registrations from other universities as well. It's one of the largest courses at the GSD at this point. And so that's great. And the third one is an advanced research seminar on human-computer interaction that I call Enactive Design, which is where we do a lot of the work around artificial intelligence, robotics, real-time communication between humans, between digital agents, and readings, and a lot of prototyping in that aspect. Is my most advanced class, and it's the one that students typically use to like prototype topics that they will then further pursue in the rest of their academic life, or for their theses or thesi, I don't know how to pronounce that in plural. Anyway, it's a really good, and that's the third one. Both are taught in the fall, so I taught them last semester. But then the one in the middle, the second class, is called Procedural Fields, Functional Design of Discrete Hyperdimensional Space. I have been given the comment that the titles of my courses are very long and very convoluted. I will accept that criticism. but I kind of like it. People just call it procedural fields, okay? And the idea is that in this class, which is perhaps my newest class, and it's also the one that is a bit more experimental and the one that I keep changing more, is one where what we do is we try to take a look at all the techniques that are available in the world of computer graphics. So specifically techniques to render things on a two-dimensional screen, techniques to do image manipulation, techniques to create voxel worlds, and see how those apply to the generation of procedural geometry and procedural form. So the idea is like basically, instead of working with nerves and with meshes, how can we work with discrete spaces, so spaces that have a clear subdivision into pixels, voxels, point clouds, etc., etc. And then how can we use image processing techniques and computer graphic techniques to modify those, to create them, and then what kind of applications can we find for these techniques? So, for example, can we do multi-material 3D printing? Can we generate collections of images? Can we apply shaders to the creation of sign distance fields? Like all that stuff. It's a little, I keep changing it every year because I keep being excited about new things, but I also try to strike a good balance between the techniques that I want to teach and what actual applications and students can do with these techniques. And there's just so much stuff, honestly, that sometimes I am overwhelmed about all the things that I want to teach and cram in the course, and I just don't get the chance to do that. So I have never recorded tutorials to support this class, except for, I don't know if you remember this one, Procedural Voxel World. This was a video that we recorded 8 months ago where I used C# and I used techniques that are actually quite similar to the ones that you use when you design fragment shaders. And I used techniques to create this voxel world. I used techniques to create this voxel world that was very inspired by Minecraft, and to generate it procedurally. So using algorithms to generate the different materials, the different dirt, grass, etc., and the form of the landscape. So the class is about this idea of discretized spaces and the algorithms that we can use to generate them and manipulate them. And again, a lot of it is actually very closely related to image processing techniques, computer graphic techniques, etc., etc. So perhaps something that I would like to do is exactly, Tim. That is a very, very good. It is called implicit modeling, or the idea that we can use functions and mathematical arithmetic math. We can use simple math to generate all of this. So I would actually like to record some tutorials to support this. So maybe something that we will do, and if we do that, we will do that very soon. I still need to think about the syllabus for this semester, and I still need to think which are the videos, or how can I, because I would like to make videos to support some of the techniques so that I can spend less time in class doing technical tutorials and spend more time in class doing high-level lectures and then showing examples and then referring my students to some of the videos in the channel so that they can learn the techniques on their own. So, which is something that I've been doing for Introduction to Computational Design, and it's a very successful model. So I would like to do some of that here, but I still need to think first, what is this going to be the detailed syllabus of the class for this semester? And then at the same time, what are the pieces that I would like to reinforce in that syllabus? But then, and most importantly, how those videos that I may design in support for some of this teaching may actually constitute a learning curriculum in itself. So you've seen me do this a lot. I design videos that help me teach my courses, but I want to make a very strong emphasis in making the videos that I publish in the channel a self-contained curriculum in themselves. So if someone who's not taking my class is interested in watching these videos, they should be able to step by step, incrementally learn from those videos independently of what we're teaching in this class and get something away out of those. So it's a little tricky because it's like videos to support this teaching, but the videos should be almost like a course in themselves. You know, they should be independent from the course. I also want to keep like my university life and my YouTube life kind of separate from each other, so I don't want to entangle them. So that's why these videos need a little bit of thinking from my end and a little bit of planning. And but you may expect, because I'm actually really interested in doing this, so you may expect to see very soon some videos in the channel on image processing. So for example, things that you do in Photoshop with like one of the brushes, can we do that manually with code, right? That sounds really cool, correct? So things like that. I would like to do some of that, but I need to think about it. If I am successful in thinking about this, we may actually, this would be fantastic. We may do a bit of a hackathon, because I would need some of these videos pretty early in the semester. So I can't really wait to do the one live streaming every Friday, blah, 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 to generate. I would need those videos early on. So maybe what we do is that, because I have some time in January before the semester starts, I spend 1 week live streaming every day, or like every other day. We record a bunch of those videos, and then I can start publishing them on a regular basis. So that is something that I would like to do. So I'm actually going to start a new document here, and I'm going to call this things to do in PCamp. I know, things to do in PCamp this early semester. And I would like to make this markdown. Yes. So well, I'm going to call this PCamp 2024. All right. So Lernick is suggesting a simpler title. All right. So unfortunately, it's too late in the semester to change the title for university administration reasons, but designing distinct spaces with a focus on functionality using procedural fields approach. I like it. It's clearer. I don't think it's a focus on functionality. I don't think that's the focus of the class or the ethos. I think the word functional means the idea of creating functions from a programming perspective and using functional arithmetic to generate form. I think that's where the functional comes in. So maybe we could do design distinct spaces with a focus on functional programming and functional and procedural programming to create fields. Anyway, something like that. It could do something like that. Record a series on computer graphic techniques in support of procedural fields. All right. Okay, so that's one thing. What else do I want to do? Ooh, okay, this is important. We need to do this. So remember, we had a playlist. Rasta wants to do the hackathon. Maybe you should join the hackathon. When are we going to live stream together? That was a lot of fun. Aras too. We really, really need to do that. That was a lot of fun. Well, actually, let me get to Aras 2 in a second. So Aras 2, you're on the spotlight now. So Aras 2, who you probably know from the channel if you've been following, he's a fellow computational designer from Iran, who is living in Japan right now and who has been doing a lot of research in the field of robotics, fabrication, remote collaboration. And if I am misrepresenting this, Aras, too, please feel free to correct me on the chat, okay? So as part of his work, we have done some collaboration because he has been very interested in a project that I have been working on, that I was working during my own doctorate, which is called Robot Ex Machina, which is basically a library, an ecosystem of tools to do real-time communication with industrial robots. So Aras too, who's been getting really good at programming in the past 2, 3, 4 years, he's actually helped a lot in this project. And very recently, he actually implemented um, Machina. He actually implemented real-time communication with KUKA robots, which was something that I had never had the chance to implement because I have never had access to a KUKA robot. As weird as it sounds, it's just where I live and the workshops that I have access to. There, it's either ABB robots or universal robots. I've never actually worked with a KUKA robot, which is kind of weird, but it is a reality. So because he has access to KUKA robots and because he has enough time and enough kindness, he has contributed a lot of code to the project to extend the work into KUKA real-time communication. So something that I would like to do, and he's also made, and check this out, he's also made a bunch of videos using Machina for KUKA robots on how to set them up. This is Aras to himself. Ah! wait, can I play audio?
Hi there, this is Aras too, and I'm going to be showing you how to use a KUKA robot with Machina. Now, if you're wondering why it's a totally different person, it's because of this video right over here.
Machina, and specifically Machina, the core library and the Grasshopper.
I had not seen this.
Dynamo application, all of those, they do offline KUKA. So you can create a program and generate the code offline and then just load it into the robot and execute it. But the real-time aspect is still not implemented. Good news is the project is open source and I accept contributions and collaborations. So if you're interested in learning how you could contribute to make this happen, just feel free to reach out to me and perhaps we can develop that possibility together, all right? In the meantime, stay tuned if perhaps that ever changes.
Wait. This was genius. Can I give Aras to an applause? I had not seen this. This is so much fun. However, can we all step down to notice how much I have aged? Can you see how I had a black beard at the time and look at my beard right now? What a disaster. Oh boy. But can we I want to finish watching the video. Hold on.
Stay tuned if perhaps that ever changes. Thank you very much.
So yeah, here at Keio University, Shonan Fujisawa campus, we have developed a program for the KUKA robot, and yeah, so with the help of all of these nice people over here, all of these awesome people, we have tested it, and it seems like it's at a point that we can actually start using the robot. So yeah, let's give it a try and see how we can use this. So in the next video, I'm going to be showing you how to set up the robot and how to set up your own computer so that you can connect and pretty much start using it. Hi, let's go.
This is so awesome. This that you just saw here right now is the beauty of community, and it's the beauty of open source, and it's the beauty of helping each other and being nice and contributing and collaborating. So Arastu, you're a genius. I love you, man. Thanks a lot. So what do we want to do? What do I want to do now? So Arastu has pushed a bunch of code to the repo, and what I would like to do is I would like to go over his PRs, make sure they're properly merged into the main project and make releases, formal releases that people can download so that everything gets properly integrated, okay? So, and also I would like to take these videos and with Arastus' permission, which I believe he has already given me, over private conversations, I would like to integrate these videos into my personal playlist where I have the Machina, the Machina videos. All right. So then Machina. I would like to review Arastus PRs and publish some new releases and integrate his tutorials with the main ones. I think this should take like, maybe we can do this today because it shouldn't take a lot of time and it's mostly like GitHub work and maintenance. So maybe we can do some of this today. All right. What do you think, Aras2? Are you in for this? Maybe we can do this because that's light work. And also we want to get this out of the door as soon as possible so that other people can use it. So, so yes. All right. Then what else do I want to do soonish than later? Okay. I think is learning here. Yes. So, all right. So something that I would like to do sometime soon is, I don't know if you folks are familiar with this new project. It's called Bgraphy, and it's basically an online editor for parametric modeling. Think of it as online Grasshopper in a way, right? It's a very interesting project. It's been heavily underdeveloped. It's in a pretty stable beta, so it's not, I don't think it's ready yet for main launch, but I think it's pretty advanced. So I think it has a lot of potential, and I've had conversations with Lernick recently, so we may do a feature on the channel and we may just like spend some time like going over the project, checking out what it can do, what it cannot do, maybe record a couple of tutorials, etc., etc. So I really want to spend some time here, so I want to take a look and do a feature on Bgraphy. Okay, and in the meantime, all of you folks are welcome to check out the project, post some feedback, go to the Discord, and if you make something cool, just check it out there, share some files. It's up to you. All right. So I want to do something like that, but for that, I'm going to need a little bit of time as well. So also something that we need to do is, yeah, I was here. So remember how we did this feature, having fun with DALL-E, all right? And it was all about creating, I mean, it was called DALL-E, but at some point it became more of an OpenAI kind of playlist. So using the different models that were available in OpenAI specifically, and more importantly, DALL-E, but we also had a ChatGPT app kind of. So I would like to make a video because DALL-E 3 was released recently and it has more features, it has few more parameters. So there's a few things that you can do now with DALL-E 3 that you couldn't do before. So I may want to make a video here, right after here, where I update our code base and I update it for DALL-E 3. And then the app is, you know what, Victor, you're right. This should be like fun with AI or something. Yeah, I think so. So I would like to fun with DALL-E playlist and then rename to fun with AI, maybe something like that. Also add DALL-E 3 to the videos, maybe ChatGPT 4. See if there is anything in ChatGPT that needs an update as well. Maybe we could generate pixel perfect icons with it. Oh yeah, you're right. Very true. So I would like to take a look at this and see if there's any video that we can make and to insert it in the playlist to update it with the recent developments for DALI. So I would like to do that as well. Then what else do I want to do? Oh, all right. So for those of you, Rhino 8 was released recently. I don't know, when I say recently, I don't know if it's like a month or 2 or 3 months. I don't know. But there are a few features that are kind of interesting. So maybe we want to make a video or like what's new in Rhino 8 or something like that. So brain plugin in this playlist or another. Yeah. What is the relation of this playlist to brain plugin? Very good question. We need to think that. So I may want to make some videos on what's new in Rhino 8, but also those videos, we should do them fast because like Rhino 8 is not going to be new that much longer. So yeah. Do I have Rhino 8? I do have Rhino 8. I think. Yes. Up. And it's here. And as you can see, I've barely used it. Actually, that's not true. I used it, but I broke it very recently. So I didn't break it, but like all the toolbars and everything was like all over the place. So I had to reset to factory defaults. And now I have this hideous gray background that I hate with my entire life and energy. So, yeah, so, and actually, whoa, this is very important. So one thing that is radically different is that the new Grasshopper, the Grasshopper in, what is it? The Grasshopper in Rhino 8 doesn't have a C# script component anymore. It has this like script component. And then, which I'm using right now for the first time, by the way. Ooh, all this Python stuff, come on. Ah. What is this? I don't want Python, bro. What did I do? Oh boy. I want C#. Exactly. And then you get this stuff here. You get all of this. And so all of this is very new to me and I've never used it. So I think because we have an entire playlist called Advanced Development in Grasshopper, which uses the C# script component, etc., etc. I think we need to record some videos to update that playlist and say, hey, everything that you're seeing here is using the old C# component, but we need the, what is this? Terminal. We have a terminal now. This is very cool. So we need to record a video explaining this, because if people come new and they're Rhino 8 users, they may need to understand that there are differences between the two. And because I'm not going to re-record all the videos to Rhino 8 using this, because that will take so much work, I need to make sure that I understand the differences and that we record videos for people to understand those. So, what is new in Rhino 8? And this is important. Update, create some videos for the Advanced Development in Grasshopper playlist. Create some videos for the Advanced playlist to explain the new script component in Grasshopper for Rhino 8. This is very important, actually. We really need to do this. Very, very. The scripting component is nice, but it was a bit buggy. Haven't used it too much yet. Why do I have this like in 8.2? Maybe fixed. What do you mean 8.2? Rhino 8.2? What Rhino do I have? I have SR1. What are you talking about, Victor? Rhino SR2 server release. Okay. Am I, by the way, am I sending? Oh, this into it. Okay. All right. So yeah, so we need to do that. And what about Grasshopper 2? Go back and check Grasshopper 2. So remember we did a feature. What was that? We did a feature unboxing. We did this video a year ago unboxing Grasshopper 2. And we tried to model the Berlin Holocaust Memorial. So maybe after 1 year, it's time to go back. Yeah, it's been a year. Maybe it's time to go back to Grasshopper 2 and take a look at how has Grasshopper. Can we not do, how did we start Grasshopper 2? No, not this one. Grasshopper 2. No. How did we start Grasshopper 2? G2? Oh, okay. Nice. Math, view, show names, dark mode. Ooh, oh, that's nice. Okay. Operators, why can I not see? Evaluate expression function. All right. So it looks like there's much more stuff now. I like this. The icons look so nice. I don't know if it was David Rutten or who, but they just look gorgeous. And very coherent, very consistent in their coloring and their, it's great. All right. Draft angle. Okay. It's not native, you need to install it in the package manager. I see. Intersections, relation. Okay. Interesting. Well, anyway, taking a look at Grasshopper 2 and what it is, and try to model the Berlin Holocaust Memorial again. That would be cool, I think. Oh, and it shows up here. Because what happened last time? We couldn't do... What happened last time? We couldn't do... I don't know. Something was wrong, or something was still very early. I don't know. Anyway. Grasshopper 2, let's do... No. Okay. Beautiful. What else can we do, at least to start the year with? Any questions, any comments, any ideas, any proposals? We used to have on Discord, we used to have this like, we used to have this poll on the Discord for suggestions. We used to have this poll. We did it at the beginning of the year, and New Year resolutions for 2023. Oh yes, and we had, yeah, finish the advanced development. This we finished. This we didn't finish. This we were halfway through. This we never did. So I do want to do a full kit course, a full a full Git course. I want to do this at some point, but it's not going to happen anytime soon because all these other videos actually do have preference. I would like to do them sooner. Some of them are time pressing. So this needs to happen soon. This is going to happen today. DALL-E, I probably want to update that soon because you know the pace of AI. If I don't do it soon, I may have to do DALL-E 4. What's new in Rhino? If we don't do that soon, then it's going to be kind of useless. This is very important for us. And this, I mean, we could or we cannot do this. So basically, Git is going to take, we're not going to start anytime soon. But it is, I really want to do this, okay? I've actually gotten a lot of requests to do it. And we used to have a poll somewhere where people were voting what they wanted. And I think Rhino inside and so yeah, we probably want to do Rhino inside, a full Git horse and a Rhino inside course. So that would come later after Git. What is Git? I love how Aras to just made icons for voting. That was so cool. And I guess these were my votes, right? Ocean, what is ocean? Wave function collapse. Ah, we should definitely try that. It's so cool. And this was Git. And this was AI, OpenAI and Grasshopper. Oh, we did that actually. What did I vote for? What is the WebGL and 3JS, Node.js, and what was this? Implicit modeling. Implicit modeling is what we're going to be doing in these lists, in the videos for image processing and procedural modeling and all of that stuff. All right. Maybe start with intro to Git. Basic Git usage is so simple. You could probably cover it with a 10-minute video. I'm going to think about it, Victor. I don't know that I like starting and then not starting, you know, and not going all the way through. I really believe in the model of a full playlist with things step by step. I've gotten consistently really good feedback on people who go through the list. They are arguably the videos that people watch less. So it's kind of interesting how, like, if you go to the views, and I don't like to be obsessed about this, but if you go to the views, the videos that have the most views are like random videos, like how to parse JSON in C# or how to get your... Can you believe, folks, that my most popular video right now, I think, is how to get the OpenAI API key. It's got 36,000 views. And it's just a random video like, hey, you go here, you put your name and you download your key and you make it an environment variable. Actually, this is not the most popular video. I think the most popular video is how to write a WebSocket client in C# or something like that. Followed very closely, of course, by how to write a WebSocket client in Python, because, of course, right? But yeah. But still, and regardless, I don't really care too much about views or whatever. I do like this idea of playlists and making content accessible in a systematically designed curricular way so that people can watch one after the other and it becomes a learning resource. Okay? I think the Learning C# is a very popular playlist. Intro to Parametric Modeling is a fantastic and very popular playlist as well. So yeah. Sorry, because you So, are you self-identifying as niche, Nicholas? Yes, I agree. So when you make a more general video that can be applied outside the community, it will appear to more people. You're absolutely right. And it is what it is. I am kind of there. I'm not very interested in mainstream everyone. I want to keep the ethos of the channel. Parametric design, computational design, things that relate to 3D form. I don't know. You know what I am, right? So, so yeah, I would like to keep it that way. However, that does not prevent us from making videos that might be accessible to more general audiences. For example, many of the individual videos of the Learning C# playlist are actually quite popular. Interestingly, the video that is the most popular, you will never believe which one it is. I think it is the one where I explained the modulo operator. Can you see that it has 10,000 views? I just do not understand the internet. Why? Why the modulo operator of all videos, right? Anyway, but as you can see, for example, this playlist is very popular. Most videos have thousands of views, right? So it does say something about the generality of certain techniques like C# in general versus, you're right, Nicholas, versus how niche some of the things that we do here, like scripting inside of Grasshopper and all of that, blah, 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 you know? So there's something to that. Interestingly, I think that the moment we write and we record that playlist for Git, I think Git is also a very general skill that goes beyond computational design. So I think that playlist will also be an interesting testing ground to see the generality of certain content versus the nicheality of some of the work that we do here. Okay, and again, I am very happy to have a step on both worlds, to have one of my feet in each one of the two. I don't really care. I'm not making a living out of this. I just do it for fun. So whatever. I'm all for doing what you truly want. Exactly. I agree. Ibram, how do you know community that is a focus on interactive architecture, Arduino, Kinetic, Web API, or interested to put? Oh, thank you for the heart. So we did have actually some of that in the topic suggestion in the latest poll that we did a while ago. We did have Arduino. Where was it? Somewhere. I think we'd had like interactive robotic kinematics, or I think we had something around. We actually did not have Arduino. Oh yes, sensor interfaces. Arduino and Raspberry Pi. Lots of fun. I love them. It's just, I thought of making an Arduino playlist. It's just that, first of all, there's just so much Arduino out there already that I did not have an idea of a particular angle or a particular voice. I did not find what my own voice in the very busy world of Arduino tutorials could be. So that's why I never really thought of jumping into or committing to such playlist. I've done a lot of Arduino. It's fun. It's very nice. It's also quite easy if you know some of the other techniques that we learn here. So I don't know. I teach some Arduino in my human-computer interaction class at the university. So, and Raspberry Pi is just so much fun. Who has a Raspberry Pi 5? I ordered one months ago and I still have not received one. I cannot wait they're very, very much high in demand. So for all of you nerds in this channel, please, please, please get a Raspberry Pi as soon as you can. They're super fun. It's like a tiny computer for less than $50, and you learn Linux. You feel so nerdy when you're doing Raspberry Pi projects. You can connect it to your TV. You can watch things. You can light up. I'm gonna do this. Where is this? No. Yes, you can light up a Christmas tree. Where is this? There you go. You can light up a Christmas tree. You can light up a Christmas tree with RGB lights using a Raspberry Pi. So it's a really, really fun project. So please, 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 if you have the time, if you were a good boy or a good girl or a good somewhere in the middle last year, please make sure that you call Santa and you tell them, if I forgot to order Raspberry Pi in my letter, can you please bring me one for 2024? It's a really, really cool project. And I'm saying this absolutely unsponsored. I get no fees or anything from the Raspberry Pi Foundation. I just do it because I like it. Okay. They're still somewhat expensive in some places. The 3B is a good alternative for those with limited budget. Yes, you're right. The Raspberry 5 has gotten a little pricier because the specs are much, much higher. But the Model 3 and I think the Model 4 are still available somewhere in the range of 30, 40 or $50. So you might be able to also, you can just nerd out with the Raspberry Pi Zero, which I think is somewhere in the $10 range. It's just that sometimes the low price is misleading because with that price you only get the actual Pi, but then you have to spend so much money on a charger, HDMI adapters, the keyboard, the mouse, so it ends up mounting up to more than $100 sometimes. Still a very cool nerdy project. Okay, so this was the Christmas tree that I had at home. This is my living room here in Boston. This is the Christmas tree that I had 2 years ago, and I have a full set of videos where I explain how I was inspired by this other YouTuber to make a controllable RGB lights and figure out where they were in 3D space. Whole story around it. Okay, so check it out if you want to have some fun. Okay, and I can't believe I've been speaking for a full hour at this point. All right. So, all right. So what are we going? Let's talking and more doing. So from all of this, today I would like to just make sure that we have Aras 2 and his work covered on Parametric Camp. So I'm going to save this somewhere, okay? And I'm just going to do a quick round to make sure that we have, okay, so so Robot X Machina. Okay, Aras 2, I'm going to need your help here. Even if more geared to low-level stuff, I have done some cool projects with ESP32s, which are super cheap, like $6. I have no idea what you're talking about. ESP32, what is this? ESP32 Wi-Fi development board. Got to go now. Wishing everyone. Is this what this is, Nicholas? Are these full computers? Really? I don't know what you're talking about, but maybe you can share some of that on Discord. Anyway. Okay. All right. So first of all, let me go to Machina and first of all, let's go to the main library. The main library did have a pull request, KUKA online to master PR. All right, so I checked the files. Yeah, so dev works for it. Okay, sounds good. Thank you. All right, so this is the work that Arastu has done, and he has pushed to master. Okay, so what we're going to do is we're going to match the request. We're going to confirm that we're merging, and we're going to thank him. Thank you, Arastu. All right. Now that it is merged, what we should do is we should go to Machina, and we should open a terminal here, and we should pull the changes so that we have them. Okay, oof. Yeah, because I have to fix my Git. How can I do this? GitHub desktop. Can I add a local repository? I'm doing this on my other screen because I have some sensitive information that I cannot share. Okay. By another user on your machine, adding untrusted repository. Add repo. What? Communication. To do. Okay. Okay. Current branch, Kuka online. Okay, so fetch origin. Ah. So I'm having Git issues. Right click on the folder and change the ownership, I think, but it's not it has to do with my GitHub account. It doesn't have to do with so maybe wait, what if I do this? What if I just create, because I've been meaning to do this anyway. So I'm going to create folder. I'm going to go into the folder, and here I'm just going to git clone the repo. And that worked. So now I have machina.net and git status. And so machina, so git status, git log, and we do have merge branch. So we do have all the stuff here. Okay, fantastic. So then I'm just gonna delete the other one. Yeah, where are you? Here. You can just go. Yeah, we don't need you anymore. Okay, well, you can't go. Well, I'll clean it at some point. Now, I used to remember currently launch on the... Okay. All right, Aras 2. You see that we have here in the notation recently launched online mode thanks to Aras 2. Under tested, be careful, avoid relative rotation. I wonder if this is still an issue. And if it is, we keep it there. If it's not, we want to update that. We want to update the README, okay? Acknowledgements, Aras 2, especially the online part. So this is correct, very good. Okay, so now we have this, which means that I can probably open the repo. And also I would like to edit the change log. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to try to formally publish a new release. So you can see here Arc Motion and the releases. You can see that there's a list of the releases. So I would like to make a new release so that people can download the file. And sample projects, tests, Machina, robot assembly. Okay. So releases, Machina, the change log. What is the change log? Build 14. Okay, so we are going to add here version 0.8.15. Which 9. Okay, because it's Kuka. It's a lot. And where did we have this? I did remember having a section. Right click in the folder and change the ownership. It's still an issue. Okay, so if it's still an issue at us too, it might be nice to intercept in the software. Intercept. Whenever people use relative rotations and either cancel that if people are using Kuka online, or let them run them but print a big ass warning message. Okay, because the likelihood of people reading this and of actively avoiding rotations is very small. People never read the manual. So if this is still an issue, please add some code to either cancel relative rotations in KUKA online mode or print a big ass dump of warnings every time someone runs such a, okay? So let's do that. Now in the changelog, I used to have a way robot, okay, exactly, the build, so we're gonna update this, new build, so this is going to be now 9.0. This was a really bad internal way that I had to track build releases, and we're going to update to build releases and versions number. This typically should be handled in a different way, but it's an old project. I was much younger and reckless, you know, so. Okay, so then build 600, added KUKA online control, thanks to Aras to ooh, how did you spell your last name? Aras to Kaji. How do you pronounce that? Kajihi? I'm totally ruining your last name, right? All right, and then a nerd icon. Yes, there you go. Beautiful. So, okay, so that's going to be that. And what am I doing here? Okay, so we have that. We have this. Okay, so then what we should do is we should build and release, and we should make a build. And then the build is going to land here or not. I think I didn't automate anything, right? Succeeded test. All right, so I guess the build would be this one here. It would be this stuff here. We don't need this. And the distribution is we actually make a folder. Okay. So I'm going to turn this into, okay. So we're going to name this 9.0. We're going to copy it to distribution. We're going to make this is very manual. All of this can be automated and should be automated. And then this is going to be the release file. This is going to be the release file. And I'm going to publish. And Aras too. I think the fact that we're doing this publicly is great because at some point, I think I'm just going to give you permission to do this on your own on the repo so that we can bypass the PR process and then you can just commit to the repo on your own. So what I'm going to do here, I'm going to draft a new release, okay, and then choose a tag. This is going to be 090, okay, and describe this release is going to be this, and release title. What titles do we have for the other ones? I guess we're doing the version number. And then, yes, and then the binaries are going to go here. The binaries are there, and yes, we publish this release. Make sure you have a valid tag. Oh, okay. V090, and then create a new tag, sure. Okay, the binaries, publish the release. Beautiful. So we now have KUKA online and we have a new release, okay? And on the change log, we have all the stuff. First one I want to publish a build. Oh, oh yeah, because I have not yet. What is this personal reminder? Where is this coming from? Maybe I deleted it. And anyway, but I need to push. I need to push these changes. Git add all and git commit. Wait, I think I might be. How do you check your current user? Check current git user for repo. Git config list. Oh, I don't want to wait. Look, another way to show you. I'll have to change. User.name. Yes, I had the wrong. User. Okay, so how do I change this? How do I change that? Yeah, so I'm working. I'm basically working on a project for where I'm using a different GitHub user. And sometimes my system, it's managing 2 different accounts on the same system is kind of a lot. So oh, this is not what I wanted to do. Oh, it should be here. No, it shouldn't be here. It should be. Oh, did I do the wrong one? Oh, I think I did the wrong one. Oh, I think I published the wrong one. It was in a different folder. I was in a different folder. Dumb. Okay. Okay, whatever. Yes, I did the wrong folder. Source. Máquina. What? Oh boy. Okay, I'm totally messing this up. Okay, so what are we here? Okay, máquina, git status, git log. So this is the pull request. Okay, so I think I messed this up. So let me close everything here. So this change log is not the exact personal reminder to push. Okay, so there you go. That's what. Okay, so I was in the wrong files. Yeah, so don't save any of this, and then go here to the change log. All right. Now the personal reminder. Exactly. Thank you for the reminder, Aras too. And then here in this is the repo that I want to check out. Okay. So this is the repo that I want to build. So I have just now completed the playlist where you reference your old hardware GSD tutorial. It's not. Yeah, unfortunately, those tutorials are not available anymore. But you can get a lot of that content here in the channel. We're working a lot to make content that is equally fun and interesting. So here I'm going to now go to the release. I'm going to build this one, which probably doesn't have any builds. Exactly. Exactly. And then what we want here is then we want here 9.0. We want to zip that. And this is, okay, wait, we don't need the PDB file. So we want to zip that and and that's going to go to the distribution folder, and I need to change releases. Can I edit a release? Yes, can I edit the release? Yeah, so this is not the one that we want. This is the one that we want. All right, sorry for that. And now here I need to go to my Git cheat sheet. All right. And this is what I want to do. I need to, yes, exactly. I want to git config username Garcia del Castillo. All right. And, oops, what am I? No, here, where was I? And then git config user email, nothing. Okay. All right, so git status. So we have changed a few things, exactly. So we're going to add all of those files to the commit. We're going to commit version 090. Okay, and we're going to push. All right. And with that, we should have now the change log. Should be good. Exactly, we have this and Machina, and we just pushed the new distribution. Okay, great. Okay, so we're good. Okay, fantastic. Now, Aras 2, we need to also push and we need to also merge the bridge, and we need to publish a new release, correct? So let's do this. Machina bridge. And because I have the same issues, I'm just going to, whatever I had, I'm going to, okay, so what is the old bridge? The old bridge is here, so I'm going to open a terminal to see if I have any uncommitted changes. Git status. Okay, same thing. And then the bridge needs to also be updated. Okay, so we're going to do the same. I'm just going to clone the bridge from scratch. Okay, so pull requests up. Where is the, do we have a PR or did I merge that already? Adding Kuka robot to the list. Okay. From Aras to master, so we already merged. Okay, so that's great. So then we just need to push a merge pull request, blah, blah. So we just need to build this and release it, correct? Okay. So let's do that then. So I'm going to go down here and I'm going to clone the project. So git clone this thing. So cd Machina bridge, and here we are. So I'm going to go to the bridge here, and I'm going to and then I'm going to open the changelog file in the bridge to do save connection configuration, and then here added Kuka online control thanks to Aras 2. Okay, so I guess what we need to do is in the bridge, we need to make sure that Machina is the right one. versions. So it looks like it's properly. Well, the other one, I also updated the files. Yeah, so that's not a guarantee of anything, actually. Okay, so let's see if I delete this. Yes, okay. I just want to make sure that I'm referencing the correct project. Okay, so where are we? Robotex Machina, Machina Bridge. So if I open this and this and this, this project is coming from where? So for example, this file is in code robotex machina machina blah blah blah. Yes, okay, so this looks like it's the right file. Should have KUKA in the resources too. Good point. Resources, driver modules, KUKA. Okay, yeah, fantastic. Correct. Looks great. So then, can we start this project? And if we run it, where is it going to show up? Okay. And now brand, oh, KUKA, and you can only use user, and can you download the drivers, Machina modules, and this, and the Machina modules have the Machina KUKA drivers. Okay, so it's looking good. All right, fantastic. So then let's just build this. What we're gonna do is we're gonna make a release, and the release should be showing up here. So the release, I'm going to build it, and that will be build solution. I've just used some shortcuts. Succeeded, failed, blah, blah, blah. So the release is all the stuff here. And then in distributions, I can just make Machina release. Yes, we're gonna do 9.0. We're going to zip it. Okay. We're gonna add it to distribution. Okay. And let's make a release. Aras 2. Do we have to do the Grasshopper plugin as well? Think about it. I'm not entirely sure, actually. The change log, and did we update the change log? Yes, we did. The change log is updated. So what we can do, Machina bridge, is git config username Garcia del Castillo, git config user email, nothing. And I think we should update the info for Rhino at least. But is there anything we need to change from the Grasshopper plugin? Because the Grasshopper plugin, in order to do online stuff, it connects to the bridge. And it is the bridge that does all the heavy lifting in connection with KUKA. Machina DLL file in the Machina. Yeah, but is it necessary? Because again, all the actual connections are happening through the bridge when you connect with the KUKA robot. Think about it, or give it a try with the Food for Rhino version and see if it works. Otherwise, we can just update it. It's fine, you know. Okay, and So we have changed a couple things. Git add git commit am versions with online Kuka. And then git push, we're gonna push this. And then the releases, we're gonna make a new release. I think it's necessary, the updating, it would be nice, you're right. 090, create a new tag. We're going to publish this. Release title version, Kuka online. The binaries are going to be these. One thing, Magina Bridge did not change the default port on your computer. So can we take a look at that? So you mean, I see what you mean. So this is what I'm getting. All right, I'm gonna do this. Yeah, it did not change the default to anything, no. I need to take a small break. I will be back in a couple minutes. You can take a look at that. Aras, do if you want. Give me 1 minute. 1 minute. Okay, I'm back. Hold on. Reconnect myself. Okay. Yes, it did not update. So, was it supposed to update? Universal Robots, ABB, KUKA, ABB, KUKA, ABB, UR. Yeah. Oops. Oh, sorry. You were not seeing this. Yes. Yeah, Aras, I don't know what's going on. So for KUKA, it's supposed to update it. So I don't know. So what is the code that is supposed to update that? Action buffer. No, we don't want the action buffer. The handlers, input block. The drop down change. Okay. All right, so on the drop down, change the event. Where was the event? Combo brand selection changed. Combo brand selection changed. Else, for Kuka, there is no support for Máquina Manager by Aras to Calle. Okay, so Kuka string comparison, string. Yeah, I don't think you are. So you see how here we are updating the. I don't think there's any update here for the IP or the port, text box port. So there should be something like text box port dot text equals 0 up. How did that happen? And also, why am I getting all this nasty stuff if it's actually working? So you see, Kuka, 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 ABB, which means we should also update all the others. To 7,000. And this should be 7,000. I think. Is that what we want? Here. Core, bridge. We need to update the bridge version here. So here, Pong, Kuka, port, ABB, blah, blah, blah. Nothing. BBB, yes. ABB, if this is Máquina, we stop this, okay. It does look to me. What about the IP? Is there any preferred IP that you want? Why is this? There's something odd. Things are not, I think I'm missing some kind of link between all of this, even though it's kind of working, which is weird. So here, git status, okay, git commit, fixed port not auto updating on brand selection. Git push, and then we're going to build again. It's different for each robot model. Kuka default IP should be no reference for the IP. Okay. All right. So I think then what we can do is now we can build. So build solution. I'm going to delete this. Here we're going to go. And now release is going to be this fellow. We're going to zip this out of here. This is going to go to distribution folder. Okay, one last check. When you download Kuka drivers, the IP port should be replaced in the driver's XML file. Okay. All right. Okay, so good point. Let's check that. So I'm going to do KUKA. I'm going to download the drivers. The drivers are downloaded. And that XML. Okay, sorry, this is not. Okay, so now here. What is the port? Okay, and this and the server. Okay, it looks like it's here. The IP was not replaced. Yeah, this is not good. Oh no, it was, yes. So what if I do this? If I run a bunch of numbers, and then this is also a bunch of numbers, and I download the drivers, and I extract here, yes to all, and now here I get the IP and the port. So yes, so the download is properly overwriting the IP and the other one, okay? So that's looking good. Downloading Machina drivers for robots such and such and so. Okay, so it's looking good, I think. So then, where were we? We were drafting the release, so we don't want that. We want this updated version. Okay, and then here, okay, git add all, git commit, added the distribution file. And then we're going to push it. And then we're going to publish the release. All right. So we're good. KLA. Okay. So, all right. So where were we? Here and then here we reviewed the PRs, we published the new releases, and we integrate the tutorials. Okay. Okay, the tutorials. What are the tutorials? So I'm going to switch accounts here to this one. And then in my channel, I have a playlist which is Machina stuff. Where is this? Machina projects, Machina training, no, Machina introduction. So where should they go? Should they go here? No, this is generic. This is the generic one. Setting up your robot. So this is basically sending people to the other. So what I would like to do then is Machina robot setup. I think this is where we want. Yes, KUKA, we need your help. Okay. So this is the one that we want to remove from view. So I guess what we can do is, oh, look, I'm streaming. Okay, so where were Arastus videos? Arastus videos, if I can find them, were here. Okay. Okay, fantastic. So then it's just a matter of adding videos. How do I edit? Oh, okay, so I'm gonna have to go to Studio. All right, I may do this privately on my other screen for a sec. So please give me 1 second. Where are... Okay, robot setup. Oh. How do I edit? Okay, here. Oh no, wait. I can just, this is not the way it works. This is, no, it's like this. I go here and I add this, save to playlist. Okay. All right. So now I go to this video and this video. Look how formal and nice he looks, huh? uh, hey Sandy, how you doing? Alright, so I'm gonna save this to Machina robot setup, and I'm going to save this one. I haven't watched all the videos, so I hope you're not saying at the end of one video, yeah, because like Sloppy Jose Luis did not get his stuff together and he wrote the code, blah blah blah, so I had to step in, you know. Okay, and then what that means is that now they should show up here. Exactly. So we are going to, can we move videos around? Yes. Wait. So here, Machina. Okay, so here we go. So now I'm going to here, 1, 2, and 3. And then this video, I'm going to, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to actually remove that video altogether and make it unlisted. Yep. I'm going to unlist it and I'm going to remove it from the playlist. Okay. Fantastic. So now the playlist is ABBBB, Machina Setup for KUKA Robots, part blah blah blah, and Universal Robots. I think we're good. Okay. Alrighty. Okay, so with that, I think we're good. So at Aras 2, I'm going to, what am I going to do? Because I have to go, I have a meeting in 10 minutes. So I'm going to let you take a look at whether if we need to whether if we need to republish the Grasshopper plugin or not. We should do it anyway. And then let's talk offline about giving you push privileges to the Robotex Machina repos, so that if you have changes or if you have upgrades, you can do what I just did today, which is just basically merge into the main code base and publish a release and put it on the repo so that people can download it, okay? All right. Okay, so then, yes, integrate tutorials. So, yeah, wow, we got Machina done. Machina updates done. Fantastic. I like getting things done. All right, so then I think with this, we're going to call it a day because I have a meeting in 10 minutes. And a full 2-hour live stream for coming back after so long, I think it's pretty good. I don't want to overdo it today. It was a big pleasure to be here again with everyone. Thank you, folks, for joining in. Let's cross fingers that we can keep doing this again more often, okay? And I will hopefully see you maybe next week, maybe the following one. Actually, not next week, because I think I have something on Friday. So if I do it, I may do it on Thursday. Anyway, we'll see about that, okay? But thanks a lot, everyone. It was a pleasure. I really like this. I've been missing this, actually, yeah. And see you around. And remember, if you're new to the channel, join our Discord. If you want to be up to date, join the Google Calendar to see when we go live, and maybe subscribe, maybe turn on notifications, etc., etc. Thanks a lot, and see you. Bye-bye.